Let's be real, life can get a lot sometimes. Between work, responsibilities, and just dealing with people in general, our brains can feel like they're running a marathon with no finish line. And when that anxiety hits, it's like your mind decides to throw a party and forgot to invite peace and quiet. But hey, in times like these, our phones can be more than just social media doom-scrolling machines. They can actually help us breathe, slow down, and escape, especially with the right kind of games. Now, I'm not talking about high-stress competitive games where someone's yelling "revive me" every 5 seconds. Nope. I'm talking about the kind of mobile games that feel like a warm cup of tea for your brain. The ones that don't ask much from you, just a little tap here, a little swipe there, and suddenly, you're calm. In this video, we're diving into some of the best mobile games to distract you from your anxiety and give you that much needed mental break. Let's get into it. I'm quickly moving on to the video.
Of the audience
Before we start, if you enjoy these types of list videos,
please don't forget to subscribe if you like these types of videos.
Enjoy watching.
Thanks.
If you have been feeling overwhelmed lately and just need something, anything, to take your mind off things, let me tell you about Usagi Shima. It is this incredibly wholesome mobile game where your only goal is to decorate a quiet island and wait for cute bunnies to visit you. That is it. No scores, no timers, no stress, just you, a peaceful island, and a bunch of adorable rabbits that drop by to hang out. Honestly, it feels less like a game and more like a soft little retreat for your brain. The art style? Absolutely beautiful. Everything is hand-drawn in this warm storybook kind of way that just melts away your tension. You can place cozy furniture, little lanterns, and even snacks around the island to attract different types of rabbits, each one with its own personality and charm. Some are shy and only come out at night, others might hop over right away, and the best part? When they leave, they drop off carrots as a thank you, which you can use to make the island even more inviting. It is the kind of reward system that feels gentle and kind, not addictive or overwhelming. What really makes Usagi Shima special though is the way it slows you down. You can pet the bunnies, feed them, or just sit there and watch them snooze in a hammock. It reminds you to breathe, to pause, to enjoy small quiet moments. If you are looking for one of those best mobile games to distract you from your anxiety, this is it. Not because it pulls your attention with flashy gameplay, but because it invites you into something slower, softer, and sweeter than the chaos around you. If you have ever found yourself overwhelmed scrolling through your phone just to escape your own thoughts, there is one mobile game that might be exactly what you need: Viridi. This little gem is not about high scores, endless grinding, or battling bosses. It is about something much more underrated: simply taking care of a tiny pot of succulents. That is it. You water them, you pull out the occasional weed, and then you breathe. The plants grow in real time, which means you are not in a race against the clock. You are just hanging out with your green little friends. One of the best parts? Viridi does not punish you for taking a break. You do not have to check in every few hours or worry that your plants are going to wither into a guilt trip. Forget to water them for a few days. No problem. They will still be there, quietly waiting, like a friend who just gets you. It is the kind of game that respects your pace, which is incredibly rare in the world of mobile apps. Plus, the visuals are hand-drawn and absolutely charming, and the soft background music feels like a lullaby for your brain. So, if you are looking for something to soothe your anxiety without overwhelming you, Viridi might become your new digital safe space. It is a peaceful, pocket-sized garden where you can take a mindful moment no matter where you are. No competition, no pressure, just a calm little corner of your phone where you can exhale. Sometimes, life feels like a non-stop boss battle. You are dodging emails, tanking stress, and trying not to lose your last shred of sanity. That is exactly when Dear My Cat steps in, like a cozy little life raft floating in the sky. Literally. You welcome cats, yes, actual adorable cats, to a peaceful island in the clouds. No drama, no deadlines, just you, some dreamy music, and a bunch of fluffy companions who want nothing more than to chill out with you. Each cat has its own little backstory, and honestly, that is where the magic hits. One cat used to be a jazz pianist, another, a traveling poet. They show up, they share bits of their past, and before you know it, you are emotionally invested in a pixelated cat's emotional journey. It is kind of like therapy, but softer and with more whiskers. The more you play, the more you decorate their world, and it starts to feel like you are building a personal, floating sanctuary just for them, and for yourself. What really seals the deal is the vibe. The visuals are hand-drawn and super gentle, like something from a bedtime storybook. The music, it is pure auditory tea. No timers, no leaderboards, no sense of urgency, just pure peace. If you need a mental break that feels like putting your brain in a hammock, Dear My Cat might just be the best mobile game to distract you from your anxiety. It does not ask for much, but it gives you a quiet little space where everything just feels okay. You know those days when everything feels like too much? When your brain just will not slow down and you wish you could hit pause on the world? That is exactly when Forest Island swoops in like a gentle breeze. This mobile game is not about competition or fast-paced action. It is about building your own peaceful little paradise. One tree, one bunny, and one bird at a time. It is real time, which means your island keeps growing even when you are not playing. You plant the seeds and then you just breathe. The best part? The animals. We are talking over 100 of the fluffiest, most adorable creatures you can imagine. Each one has its own cozy little habitat, and they just wander around being cute while your island blossoms with calm energy. You will find yourself checking in just to see how your deer are doing or to unlock a new serene spot for your feathery friends. It is like having a pocket-sized forest sanctuary, minus the bug spray and camping gear. If your life feels like a non-stop race, Forest Island is your excuse to slow down. There are no deadlines, no pressure, just calm music, soft colors, and a whole bunch of animals that seem to say, hey, it is okay to relax. It is honestly one of the best mobile games out there if you are looking for something to distract you from your anxiety without overwhelming you with notifications and to-do lists. It is not just a game, it is a mini digital getaway. Have you ever just wanted to zone out for a while and forget the chaos of the world? Zen Koi 2 might be exactly what you need. It is not your typical mobile game with flashy buttons and competitive leaderboards. Instead, you guide a beautiful little koi fish through a tranquil pond, helping it grow, collect essence, and eventually transform into a mystical dragon. Yes, a dragon. But do not worry, it all feels completely natural in the game's dreamy spiritual world. The whole experience is about calm progression, not rushing to win. What makes Zen Koi 2 really special is how relaxing it is. There is no pressure, no timers, no urgent goals. You are just gliding through glowing waters, catching food, unlocking new koi patterns, and merging with others to create even more stunning designs. The background music? Absolutely soothing. It feels like it was made to calm your nervous system. If you have ever tried meditation apps but found them a little too serious, this game gives you the same vibes, just with more color and way more koi fish. Honestly, it is hard to describe just how peaceful this game feels until you try it. You play at your own pace, whether for a few minutes before bed or during a stressful break at work. It is the kind of game that makes you forget you are even holding your phone. If you are looking for one of the best mobile games to distract you from your anxiety, Zen Koi 2 might just be your little underwater sanctuary. If you are looking for a mobile game that feels like a little escape from the chaos of daily life, Monument Valley is definitely one to check out. Imagine stepping into a world where nothing quite makes sense at first, where staircases loop back on themselves and platforms shift in ways that seem impossible. You play as Ida, a quiet princess on a journey through this surreal landscape filled with mind-bending optical illusions and mysterious architecture. It is like walking through a dream inspired by the famous artist M.C. Escher, and honestly, it is mesmerizing. What makes Monument Valley so special is that it does not stress you out. There are no timers, no pressure to rush, and you cannot really fail. It is pure, peaceful puzzling, almost like a form of visual meditation. The soft pastel colors and calming sounds wrap around you like a warm blanket, making it a perfect game to relax with when you need to unwind or distract yourself from anxiety. It does not bombard you with complicated storylines or endless tasks. It simply invites you to slow down, explore, and enjoy the beauty of the impossible. Playing Monument Valley is like giving your brain a gentle break while feeding your eyes with stunning, artistic visuals. It is a tiny bit of therapy in game form, and even though Ida never speaks, her silent journey is packed with meaning and emotion. So if you want a soothing, visually stunning adventure that helps take your mind off stress, this game might just be the little oasis you did not know you needed. If you ever find yourself overwhelmed by a hectic day and just need a gentle escape, my oasis is like a little digital sanctuary waiting for you. Imagine having your own floating island in the sky where you can slowly add trees, flowers, and animals without any rush or stress. There is no competition here, no complex strategy, and definitely no time pressure. It is just about creating a peaceful, calming space that feels like a breath of fresh air for your mind. What makes this game really special is how it rewards you with hearts that unlock new creatures and structures, so there is a nice sense of progress without feeling overwhelming. The soundtrack is all about nature-themed melodies that soothe your ears, while the positive messages sprinkled throughout help lift your mood. It feels less like a game and more like a mindful moment, giving you a chance to relax without having to actively focus or perform. Honestly, My Oasis is perfect when you want to take a break from anxiety or simply need a mental timeout. You do not have to think too hard or compete with anyone. You just sit back, watch your island grow, and feel your worries melt away. It is a soft, stress-free way to refresh your mind and feel grounded again, right from your phone. If you are someone who finds peace in colors and enjoys a calm, mindful experience on your phone, I have to tell you about this little treasure called I Love Hue. It is not your typical fast-paced, logic-heavy game. Instead, it's all about gently restoring a scrambled color palette back to its original smooth gradient. Imagine slowly shifting pastel tiles until everything flows perfectly. No rush, no stress, just pure visual therapy. What makes I Love You stand out is how it treats your brain with kindness. There is no timer ticking down, no penalty for mistakes, and definitely no pressure to solve puzzles quickly. It's like a quiet dance for your eyes, where you connect with subtle differences in tone and shade. The soothing ambient music in the background just adds to the experience, making it a perfect way to unwind and reset your mind after a hectic day or during anxious moments. If you are looking for a mobile game that feels more like a creative meditation than a challenge, this one is definitely worth your time. It is a beautiful, slow-paced journey that rewards your observation and patience with those satisfying aha moments when everything clicks together. Honestly, I Love Hue might just become your new favorite way to relax and distract yourself from anxiety. Give it a try. You might find yourself hooked on this pastel perfection. If you ever find yourself overwhelmed by the noise of everyday life and just need a little escape, let me tell you about this gem called Penguin Isle. It's this super chill idle simulation game where you start with a tiny iceberg and slowly turn it into a bustling Arctic paradise. The best part? There's no pressure, no time limits, just a calm, peaceful place filled with the cutest penguins you can imagine waddling around. You get to build all sorts of cozy little spots for your chilly friends. Fishing huts to catch some fish, research stations to discover new things, and even warm tea corners because, well, penguins need tea breaks too, right? It's such a gentle game that really invites you to slow down and just enjoy the simple, quiet moments. Watching those penguins shuffle through the snow somehow melts away the stress, making it the perfect distraction when anxiety creeps in. Honestly, Penguin Isle feels like a warm, fuzzy blanket in game form. It's cold outside, but this little iceberg world is full of heart and calm. If you are searching for a sweet little hideaway on your phone where you can just breathe, relax, and smile at some adorable creatures, this game might just be the cozy retreat you never knew you needed. Alright, imagine this. You step into a quiet forest where a bunch of adorable cats have gathered for the most important mission ever, making soup. I know, it sounds a little quirky, but that's the whole charm of it. Each cat has their own cozy little task. Some are busy chopping carrots, others are cleaning mushrooms, and then there are those who just stir the soup like it is their life's calling. It is so relaxing to watch because there is zero stress, just soft pastel colors and those gentle forest sounds that make you feel like you are wrapped up in a warm digital hug. What makes this game really special is how soothing and slow everything feels. There is no rush, no pressure to get things done fast. It is like watching a peaceful cooking show where everyone is calm and happy, just enjoying the moment. If you have ever wished for a tiny escape where the world slows down and you can just chill with some furry little chefs, this is definitely it. The vibe is pure comfort, and honestly, it feels like a little therapy session for your brain. So, if you are looking for the best mobile game to distract you from your anxiety, Cats and Soup might just be the perfect pick. It is not about winning or losing, but about the simple joy of cooking alongside the cutest cats you will ever meet. Trust me, once you dive into this gentle kitchen, you will find yourself smiling without even realizing it. It is that kind of calm, happy place your mind has been craving. The video ends here. See you in another video. Don't forget to subscribe.